Hi, my friends. I miss you. Oh, Lammy? Lammy, where'd you go? Lammy? Lammy? Oh, there you are. Where were you? Oh, Lammy says that he almost forgot about story time today. Lammy, that's so crazy. We have to remember to read stories to our friends, right? Yeah, Lammy says we've been doing story time for a long time. We have been doing story time for a long time. Do you like when we get to read stories together? We do too. We miss you so much, and we wish that we could be together in person. But since we can't yet, we love being able to read to you over a video like this, right? Right. Do we have a book for the kids today? Did you already pick it out? Okay, do you want to go get it while I talk to them? Okay. So, today we have, oh, thank you. Today we have a story that talks about a lot of different kind of feelings. You know, we've talked about a lot of feelings since we've been doing these storytime videos, right? Yeah. I wonder, how have you been feeling recently? We've talked about lots of feelings. We've talked about feeling happy. We've talked about feeling sad. We've talked about feeling disappointed. We've talked about feeling frustrated. We've talked about feeling impatient. We've talked about feeling angry, right? We've talked about a lot of different feelings. I wonder, what feeling are you feeling today? How have you been feeling, Lammy? What are you feeling today? Or how have you been feeling? Oh. Lammy says that some days he feels like he's having great days. And some days he feels like he's having not so great days. Has that happened to you? Yeah, that's normal. That sometimes you can feel like you're having a great day and other days you're feeling like, is this over yet? Can things just go back to normal, right? Right? Yeah. It's normal to have a whole bunch of different feelings. And sometimes you might have a whole bunch of different feelings in the same day. So our story that Lammy picked out for today is called What Am I Feeling? By Dr. Josh and Christi Straub. And in this book, we're going to see a whole bunch of different feelings, and you might remember some of these feelings. And maybe you've felt these feelings recently. And if you felt these feelings recently, I think that you should put your hand up if you say, oh yeah, I felt that feeling recently too. Okay? Good plan? Okay, here we go. What am I feeling? Everybody knows that Sam likes to smile. He has the best jokes, likes riding his bike, and loves his dog, Copper. Do any of you have a dog? Do any of you like to smile? Can I see your biggest smile? Oh, that's a good one. But one day before school, Dad noticed Sam hunched over his cereal. How are you feeling, son? I'm fine. I just don't want to go to school, Sam said softly. I feel flippy in my tummy. It sounds like you're feeling afraid, said Dad. I don't know what I'm feeling, replied Sam. Has your tummy ever felt like flippy or felt like nervous in your tummy? Have you ever felt that before? Yeah, I have too. How about you? Yeah. Sam, what you feel matters, but it doesn't have control over you. Giving each feeling a name helps you know what to do with it. Time for school, Sam, Mom called. It's dress-up day. Come get your costume on. And don't forget, today is your turn for show and tell. Sam wasn't so sure about show and tell. Remember, his dad said, a feeling is just a feeling. It's not in charge of you. If you feel afraid, take a deep breath, name your feeling, and ask God to help you with it. That's really good advice from his dad, huh? Yeah. Do you remember how to take a deep breath? When he walked into Mrs. Stewart's class, Sam felt flippy in his tummy. He felt stuffy in his head, and he didn't want to talk. His cheeks felt hot and red. "Hi, Sam," said his best friend, Hudson. "Hi, Hudson, I like your costume," Sam said quietly. "Isn't it awesome? Astronauts are my favorite." "I'm so happy today," Hudson said excitedly. Sam noticed that Hudson's feet were almost dancing and his mouth was one big grin. So Hudson's feeling happy. Have you felt happy recently? I hope so. Sam then saw Alex in the block corner. "I'm a pirate," Alex bragged, "and I'm building the biggest pirate ship in the world. Ahoy, matey!" But just then, astronaut Hudson came zooming by, lost control, and crashed. "Oops, sorry, Alex," Hudson said quickly as he zoomed off again. Uh-oh. What do you think Alex is going to feel that his tower was knocked over? Do you have a guess? Mad? That's a good guess. Let's see. Alex clenched his fist, stomped his foot, gritted his teeth, and yelled, "I'm so angry! My pirate ship is ruined!" Sophie had seen the pirate ship fall. "I'm sorry about your ship, Alex. Can I help you rebuild it?" she asked kindly. "No, Sophie, I don't want your help," Alex snapped angrily. You felt angry? Yeah, you might have felt angry recently too. Sam looked at Sophie and saw tears in her eyes. Her smile became a frown and he knew she was sad. Sam remembered what his dad had told him. "Sophie," he said, "it's okay to feel sad. What you feel matters. Take a deep breath, name your feeling, and ask God to help you with it." You felt sad recently? Remember when we've talked about big feelings? Yeah. "It's time for show and tell," called Mrs. Stewart. "Today it's Sam's turn to show and tell us about one of his favorite things." "That's not fair," Jenny pouted. "When will it be my turn?" She crossed her arms and pouted her lips. "Jenny," said Mrs. Stewart, "I understand you feel jealous, but you can't let your feelings control how you treat others." Well, Jenny looks real jealous, huh? Have you been jealous before? Maybe you have. "How are you feeling, Sam?" Mrs. Stewart asked. "I feel flippy in my tummy. I don't want to talk in front of my friends." "Ah," said Mrs. Stewart, "you feel afraid. When I'm afraid, I take a deep breath and talk to God about what I should do with that feeling. Remember, everybody, a feeling is just a feeling. It's not in charge of you." "That's what my dad says," Sam smiled. He whispered a little prayer and bravely stood in front of his friends. "Today I'm going to show and tell about my favorite dog in the world. Everyone, meet Copper." The whole class squealed as Copper ran into the classroom. Sam told them all about his dog. He even ended with a funny joke that made everyone laugh. Oh, look at Sam now. He looks so happy, right? All the friends had learned a lesson that day about what to do with their feelings. "Alex, I'm sorry about your pirate ship. I was so happy flying to the moon that I didn't think about how you felt." "Can we rebuild it together?" Hudson asked. Alex gave him a high five. "Sophie, I'm sorry for being mean when I was angry. Will you forgive me?" Alex asked. "Of course," said Sophie. "Sam, you were brave to share with us even when you felt afraid," Jenny said. "I'm sorry I took my jealousy out on you." Sam smiled his biggest smile. Mrs. Stewart told all the friends she was proud of all of them. The rest of the day they paid more attention to what they were feeling. They gave their feelings a name and thought twice before they acted. They even started to think about what their friends might be feeling too. After school, Sam couldn't wait to get home. Mom, Dad, I had the best day. I figured out why I was feeling afraid this morning. I was afraid of talking in front of the class for show and tell. But I told God I was afraid, and I thanked him for my friends. Even though I was still afraid, I told them all about copper. When I was done, I didn't feel flippy in my tummy anymore. Mom and Dad bear hugged him. We're so proud of you. Sam beamed as he threw Copper a ball. He liked what brave felt like. Wow, what a good story. Did you like that one, Lammy? Yeah, this is a great story to talk about all of our different feelings. I hope you liked it too. You know, I bet a lot of you have been very brave. Do you remember when Sam was brave, when he was sharing in show and tell, even when he was feeling afraid? He still talked in front of his friends. Remember that part? Yeah. And he was so brave for naming his feeling, taking a deep breath, giving it to God, and remembering to not let his feeling control him, right? I bet you a lot of you have been brave, and I'm really proud of you for being brave. Sometimes those big, big feelings can make us act maybe not the kindest or maybe not the best when we are talking with other people, right? Just like when Jenny's jealousy kind of made her treat Sam unkindly, or when Sophie was just trying to be nice to Alex, but he was so mad and made her cry. We have to be careful that we don't let our big, big feelings spill out onto somebody else, right? Right. And we have to remember that those big, big feelings we feel, those are real feelings, and they're okay to have those big feelings, but they don't need to control us, right? Just like Sam's dad said, we can take a deep breath, name our feeling. Today I'm feeling... What are you feeling today? We can give it to God, right? And we can be brave. And I'm so proud of each of you for being really, really brave. Friends, we miss you so, so much. And we love being able to read with you. And we cannot wait until we're back together again. But until then, I'm praying for you this week that you would continue to be brave and continue to give your big, big feelings to Jesus. He loves you so, so much, and so do we. Bye, friends.